shit's in the safe. Got me a spot out the way. Nigga just tryna be safe.
Let's get to sports talk.
Best running backs in Seahawks history. His 57 rushing touchdowns trails only Shaun Alexander, while his 4 Pro Bowls were the most of any running back in franchise history. And according to our friends at Elias, since 1970, no former Pro Bowl running back has made his season debut in Week 17. As a 5-time Pro Bowler, played for the Oakland Raiders each of the past 2 seasons before saying he'd retire this past April, though he's yet to file his paperwork. Lynch, who's 33, ran for 376 yards and 3 touchdowns in 6 games with the Raiders last season. Senior NFL insider Chris Mortensen is here. Pete Carroll has confirmed that Marshawn is in Seattle. What more can you tell us about this story?
I haven't spoken to Pete directly, but
They just want to bring in a familiar face because they got all these injuries at the running back position. They feel like they could bring in someone that know the system. And Marshawn Lynch know the system. So Pete Carroll want to bring him back in. I think Marshawn Lynch go back to Seattle, I think he'd be more comfortable with them. I think he'd be back playing good because he's in a familiar place.
You heard him on his that radio show saying that, hey, Marshawn, they were excited about it. He's been working hard. I don't know how he verified how hard he's working. But at the same time, he's a guy who's certainly going to energize that team after what was a bad loss to Arizona where they got beat up. And as you said, Rashad Penny gone, C.J. Prosise gone, Chris Carson gone. He does have to jump through some hoops. What are those hoops? Well, upon signing, and he hasn't been with the team this preseason, he'll have to pass a PED test and a substance abuse test, or he's tested, and then the results will come in at some point. So that's part of jumping through some hoops. But they fully expect him to be in uniform and probably starting. Now, when they
just probably trying to make sure everything right before they sign him. It's a lot of hoops he got to go through before they sign to a contract for this year. I feel like he gonna bring the energy back to Seattle for them in that backfield.
Lost Rashad Penny, they tried out Robert Turbin and Alfred Blue were 2 of the backs that they tried out at that time. C.J. Anderson, who a lot of people are talking about, we reached out to him. He says, I'm good, I'm fine, in terms of not being with the team right now.
Okay, Mort, you hang tight. I'll be back to you in a second. Zubin, over to you.
Jay, thank you very much. Obviously, Beast Mode is going to have to run behind an offensive line, and one of the great offensive linemen from his time, Jeff Saturday, is here. So kind of take me inside the locker room, run me through the challenges inserting Lynch into the lineup means for him personally and then the team collectively.
Yeah, I think from the you're at a situation where it's desperation. I mean, you've lost back, so you're not getting them back. You're tackled. Brown is out, or at least
it's too much going on. That's what happened when you got all these injuries to key guys. Carson was a key guy. Penny was a key guy. C.J. Prosise, he was a key guy. They had a three-headed monster, but Chris Carson is all 3 of them are key pieces. Then the offensive line, they tackle Brown, he's out. So the offensive line already been up and down this year as well. They offensive line been okay. It's gonna be a lot of hurdles to go through with this team. I'm saying as far as him running the football behind the offensive line, like it's so much going on. When you got those injuries, it'd be a lot on the team. And that's why they're trying to bring in a familiar face to see can he bring the energy back to this team.
For this week, possibly for even further so for an offensive line, you're trying to find any able body that you feel like can bring a spark. Marshawn Lynch will bring you a spark, right? Beast mode, and I don't know how many touches he gets. Is it running back by committee? I will say this, though. From a protection perspective, lining up and stopping a guy from blitzing or having to meet a defensive end if there's slide protection, he will square you up. I mean, that is a guy he's never been afraid to stick his face in it. For an offensive lineman, you love it, all right? I mean, you want that guy who wants to tote it on 3rd and 1 and who wants to help pass protect because you know it makes everybody look better. So from a locker room perspective, you're going to appreciate Marshawn Lynch and the attitude that he brings from that running back position to your football.
They bring a lot of attitude to this team. They just trying to bring some spark to this team going to the playoffs. Because the injuries right here, they need something to lead into the playoff and try to make this run and see can he bring that back to Seattle. Can he bring that atmosphere back to them? Like he could feel the void of the running backs. It just a lot going on, and the injuries play a part on teams.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, more analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports